Hi guys, John here, ForexFire Smart Money Concepts, and tonight it is roughly just after 8 o'clock. This has been recorded from, it is officially now at the minute, like I said, I don't hold back, I don't tell any lies. It's now 20 to 2 in the afternoon, but I've uploaded this at around about 8 p.m. Okay. Now, if you just bear with me, I just need to make sure I've got everything correct. First of all, let's take a look. This is going to be FTMO, the challenge. This is day 9, okay? Now, there's a lot to talk about because we are nearly going into the double figures, okay, the double figures. Now, I urge everybody to watch all of this video. Okay, watch all of this video, because at the end of the day, if you are considering doing the challenge or sort of getting involved with Forex, these little snippets that I do are going to be so worth looking back on, first of all, because at the end of the day, I've been trained for well over 4 years or so, okay? What I do and what I bring and what I provide with regards to being inside of like the inner circle or a close proximity of friends of mine, colleagues, family, and community I'm part of. What you get with me is what you see is what you get, basically. What you see is what you get with me. I don't hold back, I don't pull no punches. It's a no bullshit approach to what I do and how I trade. Okay, again, we are going to go and have a look at the challenge in a second, but I need to sort of get this drilled right down. It's a no bullshit approach because over the years I've been trading, it's been like a roller coaster. It's been up and it's been down. It's been up and it's been down. Being close to quitting at times, but I'm like a dog with a bone. I won't let it go until I master it, okay? Fast forward all these years that we've surpassed, I've become a better person within my trading and everyday approach to things. I've become more patient. I've learned risk to reward. I've learned money management. I've learned self-discipline. These attributes that you learn upon your journey of Forex are so important for you to be able to build the foundation and the blocks to becoming a profitable trader. Without having that learning curve, okay, and without building those blocks, and without going through the process of having all of those emotions, you are not going to get to the end goal, which is over here. You're always going to start on that level, on the ground level. To get to up here to where you want to be, you have to go through the emotions. You have to go through the hard times. You need to understand where you've gone wrong. And with having those in place, it's like when you burn yourself, you're like, I'm not going to go back and touch that. It's like, it's too hot. You understand why that has happened to you. And again, this is where trading journals and everything comes in. It's fantastic stuff to document, okay? And again, the preference on this, I've been asked a hell of a lot from a lot of my friends and family. Why am I doing this? Because of it feels, okay? And I said, and my approach to that is, why not? And I don't get an answer back from that. Now, let me tell you this. The reason I'm doing this, whether it feels or whether it's successful with regards to my first attempt of getting through this challenge, is if I feel I've got a daily vlog, I can go back on each day that I've sort of videoed and I can see where I've gone wrong. I can see where I need to improve. That's the ability of being able to accept failure. Okay, if you accept that you failed, you know where your next step is to get over that hurdle. Okay, so again, this mindset, there's a lot of talk on mindset over these last few years, right? So that's the way I'm approaching this. If I feel I know where I've gotten to for where I've hit my brick wall and I need to work how to either go around that get over it or just basically smash through the damn thing to be able to get to that next step before I reach the end goal at the top, okay? Now, I hope this is sort of giving you a bit of a light bulb moment and you are sort of understanding where I'm coming from with this. If you drop your comments below and let me know, okay? What we're going to do, guys, and again, if I'm successful with this, it's the same parameter. I've got a daily vlog built where other people, whether it's my close friends, inner circle, family, friends, or the community that I'm part of, can actually come and see what I've done on that day-to-day basis, seeing that raw approach, that no bullshit approach, that honesty and integrity, that integral approach to sort of how an average person, average Joe, who's not a professional trader, has went from day 1 to day 14 and how that journey has affected me as a person, as a trader, and how I've overcome my obstacles to get to where the end result's going to be. Now, we don't know where the end result's going to take us just yet, but we are getting ever closer to those days. And as we get ever closer to those days, you sort of do have a lot going through your head, through your mind, but having the right discipline, the right approach, and being honest and true to the strategy that you're using and having the trust in that, you should be able to persevere and break through those barriers and get to where you need to be, okay? It's a very deep and very powerful stuff there in the first part of this video. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to head over, and again, this is day 9 of the FTMO challenge, and I'm going to show you what's happened. And again, please bear in mind, we have had a couple of big losses over the last couple of days, okay? And again, this is where I started bringing the mindset, and it was testing me and where I'm at to where I'm at now. And I'm going to show you right now, what have I done to try and flip the coin and get on the positive side of that. And on top of that, we're going to be looking at part B, trial B, which is the every day-to-day sort of trading that I do, which is possibly the approach I'm going to take on my own personal sort of journey on this FTMO. However, the one that I'm doing here, I'm trying to simplify the process to have people understand, to have the confidence to get in it and possibly use that very strategy that I'm using on this main vlogged journey, okay? On top of that, I'm going to throw in on this video today a nice technique, which is obviously part of the banker strategy, but I'm going to give you some secret sauce. I'm going to give you some secret sauce today on a trade I've taken and something to look out for, okay? So I'm going to head over to the charts. So please bear in mind, this is day 9 of the FTMO challenge. And from there, we have had a couple of losses, but let's just see what's happened throughout those 9 days, okay? So I'm just going to share my screen. Just bear with me. And if you want to know any more, you just need to look for ForexFire Smart Money. That's a sort of concept that I'm using on these. From there, you can get involved with that. Just look for ForexFire Smart Money and click on the Facebook link for that. Or alternatively, go to forexfiremembers.com, and I have a YouTube link and a Facebook link on that main website. That's forexfiremembers.com. I urge anybody that has got an interest or is enjoying the journey that I'm documenting to go to there to see more, okay? Right, guys, let's get into the meat and potatoes. So we've got, we're into day 9, okay? At the moment, we've got the 5 minimum days now ticked off. The only one I'm not passing is basically the profit target, okay? The profit target is £1,750. Over 14 days, that worked out to be around about £125 a day in English money, because that's what I'm trading in, okay? So if we just scroll down a bit more, you can see I'm minus £163 and 4p. Again, doesn't bother me one bit. This is, after all, a trial. This is a demo. This is a daily vlog to go back, to compare, to see what I need to sort of strengthen myself on. However, this is the amazing bit. And this is where it's just going to sort of strengthen my mindset, and then just showcasing where if you trust the strategy you're doing and put faith in it, and there's a reason you do your own strategy. It's because you know it works. Yes, you may hit a few stumbling blocks, you may hit a couple of losses, but if you trust the strategy that you're working with, you're only as good as your last trade. It only takes one trade to turn that around if you're using proper risk management, okay? So as you can see today, guys, okay, this is the 3rd of December. I've absolutely smashed this out of the park. I've took well over £1,000 in profit. Again, need £1,750. Just remember, guys, when I first started, we had profit of £439, okay? And then I had 2 bad days and it massively dropped me to 1,357, okay? Now, this is where I started going deep into the mindset sort of things, okay? Now, looking at this, a lot of people would have just give up. It's a demo, I'm going to try again. Like I say, I revert to that saying, I'm like a dog with a bone. I will not give in. I will not give in until I'm physically told it's over. Now, I did start trading today, and I'm back to a minus £163. I have trust and I have faith in the strategy I use. Now, doing that has enabled me to more or less bring that to break even, okay? It only takes 1 or 2 trades to get back into the game, right? Now, the positive side to take out of this for me personally today is, yes, I'm still in a minus, okay? But that 1 trade or the 2 trades I took today, if that took me from a minus 1,000 and odd within the space of a few hours on today, if I have another good deal like that with the strategy that I use, if I hit the correct entry, the pinpoint precision entry that is used on the bankers, and I get another deal like that, I'm most certainly through the test. So I keep my focus on what that path is, what the track and where I'm heading towards. Yes, I've had a couple of bad days, but that being said, I've stayed focused, stayed disciplined, and I did say, if you watch back on any of the other the FTMO challenges over the last couple of days, you will see that I went heavily into mindset and how I actually titled one of those at the mindset is now being tested. I'm happy with where I'm at with this at the moment, okay? So that is the actual official trial demo at the moment that I'm on. I'm going to show you part B in a second, but before we do that, I'm going to head over and give you some secret sauce and some analysis on which traders turned me around, okay? Now, what we've got here is a Great British Pound, Australian dollar, okay? Now, what we've got here, we've got the pennant coming down. It's like a flag maneuver. And as you can see, you only need a couple of touches within a trend, okay? We've got 2 there. We had 1 here, but this is where the trick is, guys, okay? Now, a lot of my friends that do smart money possibly won't know about this, but this is going to be a massive tip, okay? I'm just stop the share a second. Anybody that is doing smart money, that is, or has been doing smart money, you need to watch this next bit, because this is secret. This is secret sauce stuff right now, okay? This is what has helped me with regards to getting this amazing entry. And again, I've stopped this out early. I could still have had it going, to be fair. It's had a risk to reward of 1 to 5. So I stopped it out early when I started seeing this candle doing a turn, to be honest, after seeing this big wick. So was I silly for doing that? Maybe. Am I upset? No, because I'm happy with where I'm at the moment. So back to the secret sauce. We've got a touch here. Then we had what we call a fake out. Okay, guys? Now remember that. It's a fake out. It's where the banks are basically taking out liquidity, okay? So the banks have pushed and took out this liquidity, okay? Now, when you notice this, it takes out all the sells, it's taken out all the stops and all the limit orders, okay? Now, when it's done that and it's come back within this pattern, I set I set this as a banker's candle. Okay, that one there. Now, I've tested this on certain patterns. When you get a fake out, wherever you get that push, whether it's on the downside or the upside, that fake out is the market move. Okay, it's a breaker structure. It's a signature pattern. It's breaking out of the structure. The markets or the bankers or the market makers are wanting to create a panic. Okay, so they take out the stops and the limit orders. So they've pushed out of this, creating the fake out, and then it's came back in. So as soon as it's come back into that pattern, because that is a fake out move, what I've done is I've thought the last down before the up. Let's have a look at that. The halfway point of that, creating an entry point. We got that here, and that's what's given me that profit of over 1,000 and odd pound today. Fantastic stuff. So again, guys, you've got to trust in the process. Okay, so I'm just going to stop the share for a second. Now I'm going to go over to trial B. Okay, this is the day-to-day stuff that I do, and if you just bear with me, just got to minimize this. Got to log into that account. So we log out. Let's get the password in. Close that. Right, now on this one, guys, if you remember, I had 100% win rate on the trial B one. It goes without saying, you can't get 100% in anybody's Forex journey, to be fair. The last few days has been absolutely exceptional. You cannot trade a career in Forex and not have no losses. Okay, it's physically impossible. And today I actually hit my first loss on the trial B account. Okay, from there I've looked at the charts and what I was doing, and from that instance I seen a few things sort of going differently. So I took the decision to close these out. Even though we have a stop loss area, I took my decision to take some trades out, and for a loss, to be fair. I still took a win on something else. We're going to head over to that, and I'm going to explain a bit more in a second. But again, this one here, we're at 36,070. Okay, please remember, we only need £1,750 of profit. Yesterday I was at 1,382. We are back down to 1,069. And remember, guys, this here is only been over 4 days, this one at the moment, and I'm absolutely flying with this. All this takes is another couple of good trades, or at least one good trade, to be fair. Okay, so from there, on this standpoint, let's just take a look at this. The loss today, you can see on the 3rd, I took a £92 loss. I think that's around about it. I've got a win rate on this at the moment of 80%. I took a £300 loss. That's the one I stopped out. This is the one I stopped out, and then I also took a £200 odd profit. Okay, so those two there, it sort of give me a £90 odd pound sort of take. So it sort of cushioned the loss, to be fair. But all in all, this at the moment, we are well on track for this one here. I do believe, I still firmly believe that I'm going to pass both of these trials. I still firmly believe that. We've got a lot of groundwork to make up on the initial one. But I tell you what, guys, that first one being over 1,000 in the hole, and that is, like I said, it's where your mindset does come in. Digging deep down into the bowels of your belly and be able to drag that back from the brink of it failing has been a really good boost to the morale and my mindset, to be fair. Again, I go back onto the raw and the honesty, the integrity of what I'm doing with this. This is a no bullshit approach with regards to the journey and what I'm documenting. I'm sick of going on to the likes of YouTube and seeing people saying how I passed the FTMO challenge within 2 trades, how I passed the FTMO challenge in 1 day. Cut all the shit, all the bullshit out, all the crap. This is, like I say, a no holds barred approach where I'm being open and honest. If I feel the take that I'm going to tell you right now, the take that we have on right now is we have documented a diary over them 14 days. We can see what happened. We can see where I failed. And I can see where I need to improve on. That's the whole purpose of creating a journal, of creating a diary. It's for self-development, self-improvement, okay? If we sort of push through that and I end up getting the result I need, and it's taken me, yes, I've done it by the skin of my teeth, it just shows me the process, the procedure, and everything I've learned over the last 3 to 4 years has been all worth the pain, the heartache, the emotions. It just proves to me that I've sort of become the trader that I wanted to become, and I'll be very happy with that. So I'm going to drive and I'm going to push and I'm going to get myself forward and past this, okay? Where I'm at and what I want to do going into 2021, I'm going to be going for possibly, first of all, try for a 10K funded account. Once I do that, I'm going to get a few things rolling on that, and then I'm going to push for a 100K account. 2021 is going to be life-changing for me. I can see it. I can clearly see that vision. And again, I hope this comes across with the confidence that I have. It's not being cocky or anything like that. I've worked damn hard. And I say I have literally worked damn hard to get myself at the stage where I'm at today. Like I say, a lot of people would generally sort of give up on themselves or say it doesn't work for them. I like to go against the grain. When I see something and I want to do something, I just have to push myself to get that done. It has to be done. It doesn't matter how long it takes me. I don't care if it takes me another year or so. All I know is I'm going to be successful. I will be successful. I'm going to be successful. And this is going to be life-changing for me. I can see it more so now than where I was at a couple of years ago. So I hope what I'm doing is sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, is giving you guys that watch me inspiration to sort of drive and push yourself onto further things. If you want to know more on my personal journey, or you want to come on board and see what I do on a day-to-day basis, or want to come on board and sort of have a little bit of a trading buddy and being a bit like a mentorship style of thing. Again, I'm not a professional trader. I'm not a financial advisor, but as being as part of a community and trading with other like-minded people, believe me, guys, it will spur you on. It gives you the motivation, it gives you the determination, and it will make you a better person in yourself and also a better trader. Okay, guys? So I hope you're enjoying the videos I'm putting out there. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that like button, give us a thumbs up if you've liked the video. Very deep today with regards to the mindset and things like that. Hit the subscribe button, was it okay? Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to get notified when I put any other content out there. If you're generally watching this on Facebook, please comment, please like, please share. Let me know what you're thinking of this journey so far, and more so what tonight's FTMO challenge day 9 video viewing has been like for you. Has it sort of strung any chords or hit home with you? Okay, guys, so that's enough of me rambling on. For now, what I'm doing, because NFP day tomorrow, I'm not going to trade. So there's not going to be any FTMO challenge update tomorrow, okay? I've got my accounts happily where I need them, okay? Trial B is phenomenal. It's right up there. Yes, the main one is still just about on the break even, but I've sort of dug deep and I've pulled that back from the brink. I'm still confident. I'm very confident that I'm still going to make something of that demo as well. Okay, guys. So again, thank you to everybody that watches my content. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for having the audience that I have. I hope you're enjoying my journey on here and basically the raw approach, the no bullshit approach, because let's face it, we've all watched these videos on YouTube where it's how I done this within 2 trades, how I done that with, and they're all polished. They're just polished turds, basically. They're just polished turds where they've just edited and they've just gone through the process and they've just basically combined it together. This, trust me, is recorded, yes, but it's never been edited. I just hit the button, record, and I just say what I feel at the time. Okay, so there's nothing retook, redone, or anything like that, guys. Honesty is my best. Honesty and integrity is the approach I have. And a lot of people that are watching this and a lot of people that are my friends within the journey of this will tell you that as well. What you see is what you get with me. And I hope that comes across with my enthusiasm and my approach in the videos. Okay, guys? So again, bow down to everybody. Thank you very much. Catch you later.